To get the life that we want, the inner freedom that we desire in our minds, imagination, and actions that we're taking, to feel a sense of satisfaction that the vision we're creating matters, and to feel the happiness that comes from having a personal life that works for us and feeling complete inside as if nothing is missing, requires knowing where we are before we get started on the pathway. Think about this as the moment where you wake up and see the matrix, but you're still in the ordinary world of life. You may or may not be aware of all of the belief systems inside you that are keeping you from finding your true nature and getting everything that you want in this world and entering this magical realm of clarity experiences where you experience life in a completely different way than you used to. As we are embedded in the matrix or inside Plato's cave, where we have not left the cave yet and seen the real world as it is, we want to understand where we are at that moment before we jump down the rabbit hole and into Wonderland, as they describe in The Matrix, as Morpheus says to Neo. All I have to offer you is the truth, and you can stay in Wonderland outside the matrix of the belief systems that you've taken on that aren't true, and then see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Well, before you jump, you got to know where you are. So Evaluate takes us through these 6 different buckets. Personal patterns, which is what are the cause and effect patterns inside ourselves, and there are 8 of those, and how do we understand which ones are impacting us, which ones aren't, and then from there we know what we need to do for other people, because those things are completely linked. What's inside connects to what's outside. Action orientation is to understand what approach we take to living and engaging with other people. We may be off alignment with that. Mission connection, do we have an understanding of what we're really supposed to be embodying in our daily activity, in our thoughts, our actions, and our impact? Mission is not about a destination or a thing we're trying to get. It's about, I am this mission. If that's not aligned, there's a sense of stuck and not really moving forward. Correct vision. There's 12, like mission, there's 12 different mission approaches. Like vision, there's 12 different vision approaches. Knowing the vision orientation before we create the intent of the thing we want to do that will give us satisfaction, it's important to line it up with the pattern inside ourselves for vision. And when we have that correct vision, in other words, it is us, what we're creating is from us, it's inevitable that it's going to happen. It's also inevitable it won't if it's not lined up with your vision preference. Inner resilience means the ability to tolerate, surrender, and detachment. Inner resistance just means that when I give up control and force of my life and the results that I'm getting through making things come to me, and I move to a way of living in the magical world where I am allowing opportunities to emerge and taking them by being connected to the deepest part of myself and always knowing what to do. The inner resilience allows me to do that because it's easy to take back that control. The same with detaching from results. The more I focus on the immediate thing that I want, whether it's money or to feel secure or safe or to get a lot of social media likes on my post, the more I'm going to push away what I really want. That's detachment, of having an inner freedom where you're no longer, let's say, obsessed in a narrow world, the ordinary world, of focusing towards getting the thing I want and moving into what I call open aperture focus, where you see the opportunities all around you. And they come to you very quickly when you are in surrender and in detachment. Mindset power. Mindset power is the ability to manage your conscious attention and to connect deeply into the part of yourself that's always right, and to be able to have an effective daily practice, which comes in 5 different parts, where on a daily basis, and this is not shrinking your ego, this is not killing your sabotaging mind, this is not anything like is being taught in the mindset world today. This is different. Mindset power comes from being able to create enough space inside yourself on a regular basis where you can check in with the part of yourself that knows everything, get the information, and use it effectively through what I call the board of directors meeting, where you bring online the creative part of yourself that makes stuff happen, the expert part of yourself that has sage wisdom and knows how stuff works and can work through and analyze problems really well, and the part of yourself that is trying to stop you from doing stupid things and keep you grounded and secure and safe. We want to integrate, not eliminate or squash or repress any of these parts of ourselves. And that's being taught now, and it's a big mistake. And then in Mindset Power, we have an approach we call mental models, where we only bring things into our view, into our mind, that have always been true, are true now, and will always be true. And when we do that, we are moving more closely towards freedom, because all that's coming in is essentially the same information. Because everything that is true, remember, everything we were taught is wrong, is all the same. It's not limited, it's essential, it's eternal, and it's immutable. And these are the laws and principles that we need. When you are living in this honesty, inner honesty, where you are seeing where you are, now you're ready to take a leap headfirst, without a parachute, down the rabbit hole.